Okay, this is Ahmed Bariki, but you can call me Slorix, and in this video we'll be talking about what 650 bucks should get you. Not a Lumia 950 XL, let's just say that. Because the Lumia 950 XL is supposed to be the flagship device of Microsoft, and we've waited a long time. This is the first Microsoft branded flagship device to come out, and there's a lot on its shoulders. It's one of the most anticipated devices for a while, and the Lumia 950 XL, in my humble opinion, failed to deliver because of so many things. First of all, the build quality. Polycarbonate doesn't fly anymore for 650 bucks. I know they wanted to have replaceable covers, but there are so many solutions that they could have done where you can actually replace the battery and have the battery be accessible for anybody. So you don't really need to go polycarbonate to do that. Another thing is, it supports wireless charging, it supports fast charging via USB Type-C. So it got that going for it. That a lot of people are saying that, you know, the reason they chose polycarbonate is so it can support wireless charging. Come on, the Galaxy series, the new Galaxy series also supports wireless charging, and they're going with Gorilla Glass 4, which feels better, looks nicer, and is more premium. So that's not an excuse, honestly. The phone comes with a Snapdragon 810 processor, which is cool. Liquid cooling, which I thought that it's not going to be a gimmick. It's actually going to work. The phone is not going to get hot, especially when you connect it to the dock, so you can have continuum. But that's not the case. It still gets warm, even with the liquid cooling. But the dock is pretty cool. The continuum thing is pretty cool. We saw that first on the Motorola Matrix HD, and that came out like in 2010. Now this works even better because you get the full Windows experience. You have your tiles, which is the start menu, and you can use the whole, you know, Windows experience, Windows 10 experience on the go. And that's pretty good because if you don't want to be tied down to a desk and you need to, you know, send an email or get on Excel, you can have your keyboard and mouse connected to it and finish some stuff and be really productive and charge your phone on the go. So you'd think that that's good, and it is if you're going to use the native apps that comes on the phone. It's not working with third-party apps, not yet, not all of them. And the reason is SDKs has been out, but developers didn't get around to actually developing them to have them be taken advantage on Continuum. So until that happens, then you can justify the extra $100, which makes the whole total for this experience to happen $750 to happen. So it's too much. It's ridiculous, honestly. Other than that, the 3 gigs of RAM and the Snapdragon 810, they work pretty well. You don't need that much hardware, so you can push the software. You have 3340 milliamps battery, and it lasts you through the whole day, no problem. And if you need to charge it, just, you know, you have wireless charging, you have a fast charger via USB Type-C again. And the phone comes with a 5.7-inch Quad HD AMOLED panel, clear black display that Nokia has been known for a while, and it performs really nice. The screen is really good, you get really good exposure. The blacks are really black, the colors are so fluorescent. They just float on the screen, and it's so nice. It's really nice. Windows tiles and the whole experience of Windows is so nice on the eye, and it looks very good. But in terms of usability, oh my god, Windows 10, they've been working on it for a while. There were so many insider previews where people were giving feedbacks and comments, and I wish it worked on the phone just as good as it works on my laptop or on my computer. Because Windows 10 on the phone still, there's a lot of potholes, there's a lot of glitches, there are really a lot of problems here and there that needs to be fixed over maybe 2 or 3 OTAs before you can really use the phone and not worry about it breaking down or crashing on certain apps that you need to get done. So if you're like a Windows diehard fan, you'll figure out ways, because the biggest problem with Windows 10 operating system was support of apps. For some reason, Microsoft can't sell Windows phones to consumers. In return, developers are not making apps for the phone. So if you can get people to buy the phone, developers will automatically start making apps for the phone. But because there's no people buying it, so there's no developer support. And Microsoft is trying so hard to get developers on board, including having, you know, making them easy to just, you know, move their coding from iOS apps to Windows apps. And for some reason that still doesn't work. A lot of people are saying, you know, there are replacement apps or alternative apps. But when I pay 650 bucks, I want the real app. I don't want an alternative. Even Instagram is beta on the Windows platform, and that's not acceptable. You know, when you pay this much money, you want the real thing. You want Snapchat, you want all those apps, you want the support, you want proper things, you don't want replacements, you don't want alternatives, you want the real thing. And they really need to work on that, because as long as you don't have developer support, I don't think people are going to be pushed to going and buying those phones. They're going to be looking for alternatives like Android or iOS. So I think the only people that are going to be buying this phone are hardcore Windows fans. And it hurts me because I was a Windows fan. I liked using the Lumia 930. That was like one of my favorite phones. And I was looking forward to the new 950 and the 950 XL. And I got the 950 and I'll be reviewing it next. But 950 XL, something went wrong. One thing that didn't go wrong on this phone is actually the camera. It comes with a 20 megapixel pure view technology and Carl Zeiss optics. And that's amazing. And it comes with triple LED tone flash. I wish they had xenon flash if you're going to go that big, but triple LED works just as well. Now, in terms of optics, numbers have changed from the Lumia 930 and the 1520 that came out a couple of years back. But in terms of performance, it performs better in low light than it did on the older phones. But in daylight and normal lights and normal conditions, it performs just as good. But in low lights, it really shines. You don't see a lot of noise. They don't overexpose. They don't render too much. They try to keep as much as they can. What you see with the naked eye is actually what you get on your phone. And that's pretty good. You don't get that a lot. And that says a lot about the camera of the Lumia 950 XL and the Lumia 950. So Lumia 950 XL, disappointing as it is, I think some people will still going to end up buying it. Given that since Windows Phone 7 has been around until the Windows 10, they're like, what, 4% share of the market. So, yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. But yeah, this is it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Lumia 950. Thank you.